So we're back with episode 4 of The Milkmen, me and Max. We're going to be talking about sun cream for gingers, witnessing Lickle Man in the sauna, commercial gyms, Suffolk News Report,
Yeah.
Ped Watch, and...
I think you wanted to look at some of my old tweets as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, we're going to read through some of Max's old tweets, because he has some funny ones. But somehow I never
Not
really...
funny, like, just shows you inside the mind of, like, a modern philosopher.
Inside the mind of a madman. Where are we starting? What did I talk about? What was you want to talk about? Sun cream.
I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about. It just really pisses me off as a ginger, as a minority. Like, to this day, if I'm at work, if I'm out, even in fucking foreign countries, and I'm around my friends or colleagues, and I get sun cream out, they think it's funny. Do you know what I mean? And my point is here, you're not harder than the sun.
You can't outfox the sun.
You're not harder than cancer. Like, and there's like, what are you proving by going pink, you fat Turkish twat Ryan Howard?
Is that aimed at anyone specifically?
Sorry, I think that was aimed at Ryan Howard mostly.
You Turkish twat. Ryan's not Turkish. He for a long time thought he was Italian and used to go to Giuseppe's for a haircut.
He went to an Italian barber's.
He has no Italian ancestry.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I'm actually I'm like the day walker, and I was born from a purebred ginger, big pace.
Yeah.
I sort of avoided the full gene. You're a darker ginger. I'm at the other side.
I think Italian Auburn is my official skin tone.
Yeah, but like Pace, he's the purebred ginger, but I don't think he uses sun cream.
No.
He's like freckles just become one when he gets like...
His skin's just fucked, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
But no, that's just a bugbear I want to bring up, really. Like, and there's not a lot of substance to it. It just annoys me.
What do you have, like factor 50? Is that the big one?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, I've tried to get me on sun cream for a while. It says it's good for my skin.
It's good for your skin. It
But
protects against harmful UV rays. And also, sunburn sucks.
What are your thoughts on the people that say in a sun cream it has like cancerous products in it? Because then it's like...
So does UV rays.
Yeah, so it's like you can't really win, can you?
No.
Because then you use the organic ones, they're not very good.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried one? They just like... It's like putting toothpaste on your arm.
No, I don't fuck around.
I
don't fuck about.
Nivea. Straight in.
No, I don't. Yeah. Like, there's some people in my family who've had like, was it called melanoma?
Yeah.
I don't know if that runs, but I'm not taking risks, and I personally don't find it fucking funny.
Who had melanoma?
My auntie did.
Oh. What did they do? They just cut it out? Or?
Yeah, operation. And Bald John, but he's not actually my blood dad, so it doesn't count.
It's not hereditary from him.
No, I don't think, because yeah, he's my stepdad.
Yeah. Paul John Bjorn.
Yeah, Bald John. I love him. No, he's good, but he had it. He had something fucking whizzed off his back. But I don't think it's hereditary.
Whizzed off. I think I chisel out. Oh.
He's old school. He doesn't wear sun cream.
Yeah. He's a roofer.
Protect his dome, puts a bandana on in the sun. Which is funny.
Remember, that brings you remember we had Vincent ads, the notorious roofing duo, in their bikinis?
Yeah. Just Speedos on. This is another... Vince has been mentioned twice now.
Yeah.
Oh, Vinny's a ledge, but my favourite thing in the rugby showers was, no matter what time of year it was, and rugby is quite famously played in winter, Vinny would always have a Speedo tan line.
I just remember seeing them on the roof of their Speedos. I imagine you'd hired this duo to do your roof.
As a big boy and all.
They're on
big,
your roof
strong boy. Good rugby player.
They're on your roof in Speedos. I fucking love it. It's all boys.
Vinny's a fucking ledge.
Yeah.
But no matter, middle of December, Speedo tan line.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Does John wear a Speedo on the roof?
Nah,
I feel like
just
John doesn't own a Speedo.
John's just shorts, boots, bandana, sunglasses. And for years, he had one of them radios you used to have to wind up to get a bit of battery in them.
Yeah. He's on the
And it
roof.
was literally like fucking listening to a fart through a walkie-talkie.
Fuck
Like,
hell.
he'd be trying to get Kiss for ages.
He hasn't gone digital yet.
So I used to go labour for him.
He's on mono.
Yeah. But no, I used to fucking labour for him, scared of heights, hated it.
I won't want to do roofing.
Fucking horrible.
Oh, I know someone who fell off a roof recently, actually, in Canada. He broke his ankle pretty bad.
You alright?
Yeah, he's right now, yeah. Yeah, but he said they were wild men. But imagine doing it out there.
Yeah.
Because he was telling me this, they were working through the winter. Like, they just clear the snow off the roof and go up. And, like, obviously, but they have all, like, harnesses and shit. But fuck that.
Yeah, back in the day, John didn't even have scaffolding. It was terrifying.
Fuck that. Or just to put a ladder up.
Yeah.
And then what? Like, you put the tiles in your shoulder? One-hand it up the thing?
And then either pass it to him on the roof or...
Yeah.
Me and my brother were labouring for him one day. And Jack's just fucking wild, innit? It was when he was on leave from the army. And we were labouring for him. And Jack had got absolutely smashed the night before. Standard. And then he was trying to see how many tiles he could take up the roof at one time. And he picked up a fucking, like, he could barely reach. And, like, he struggled so hard to get him up. When he finally stood up, he passed out.
What, on the ladder?
No, when he just stood up, lifted him up, fell backwards, smashed all these tiles. And then, like, 10 minutes later, he went missing. And this customer's house was fucking huge. It was lovely. And it had, like, an outhouse. But they hadn't done it up yet, so it had no furniture, curtains or anything in it.
Yeah.
And Jack had let himself in it. Right, and I walked past looking for him, and he was on the bottom floor, just sat there having a shit in their toilet. But like the curtains, you could see directly in. I was just looking at him. I was like, fuck.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, roofing's fucked. Fuck that. I'm scared of heights.
yeah, same.
I don't want
I
to go
want
up
to
the
piss
roof.
myself because of heights.
Like literally.
Yeah, never had it before.
What happened?
Jack again. No, we were on holiday in Cornwall, and we were all climbing up onto this massive rock to jump into the sea. And Jack and Reese had been climbing up it loads, and they eventually convinced me to climb up it. And I was shaking like a shitting dog. And I got to the top, and they both grabbed an arm each and pulled me up on top of it. And this thing's probably like 40, 50 foot high, right?
Yeah,
It's fucking huge. And then I got on top and my legs were shaking. I've never had it before.
You got the old disco
since.
legs.
I looked down and it's just piss streaming down my leg.
Really? How old were you?
What, about 15?
I said like 25.
Nah, and then jumped off and climbed off, did it again.
Oh.
It was fun.
But you weren't scared the second time?
The jumping off outweighed the...
Like the fear of it. Oh, yeah. I just... You get like fears from your brothers and shit like that. Because like Jake used to drown me. And now I'm scared of like being out in the deep water on my own.
I think that's where my fear of heights came from, because one of my earliest memories is, I don't know where we were on holiday, it was a cliff, and it was Jack dangling me off it. And then when we first moved up to Felixstowe, we went to Ipswich, and do you know the bridge across the train station that goes over the river?
Yeah.
I remember him dangling me off that. Also, like my first day in Felixstowe, do you remember the Uncle Fester, the Addams Family machine?
Yeah. The one you have to hold the
hold
shock.
on and it electrocutes you. He told me if I let go, I'd die. And I was fucking holding
fucking
it,
beat Fester.
screaming.
You beat Fester.
Crying.
Oh, you remember they used to have the lock horns thing there as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
You used to have the lock horns for it. Health and safety sucks.
First time I went crabbing, right? Because obviously from the middle of England, like, you can't really get any more middle.
Yeah.
So crabbing wasn't really a thing. So we went crabbing as a family, and Jack shoved crabs down my pants.
That's standard.
I was screaming.
I've
I was
had
like
crabs.
hitting myself in the fucking...
I've had crabs put down my pants by my brother, I think, when we were crabbing. Oh, does anyone do that anymore? Does anyone go crabbing anymore? Different kind of crabbing?
Yeah. Nah, but I just want to reiterate though, my brother is my hero. Like, I love him to bits. Like, there's a lot more good times.
Well, Jay used to fuck with me the same way. Like I said, I'm like, I always go in the sea. I love going in the sea. Like when we were kids, we used to make dinghies to go out, but I've always been so scared of like being in deep water. And I think it was Jake like pulling me under, and he used to hold me under. I was fucking losing my mind. Eventually, he'd let me out. I remember we did it when we were on holiday as kids. You know, you go tubing, you sit in like the thing. The guy took us into like a cove, and it was an Ibiza. He took us into a cove on the thing, just waited for a minute. I think the guy was just sending a text while we were in the thing. My brother started faking like some shark was getting him. He was going, "Oh fuck, what was that?" I was sitting there like, "Oh, whatever." And he's like, "Fuck, it's like someone's biting me." He's like screaming he starts shouting at the driver saying there's sharks. I'm fucking screaming at the guy, like, "Fucking go! And it turns out there was no sharks in that cove, but yeah. I just scared to death of it now.
I could guarantee you one thing though.
Mm.
If you didn't have a big brother, you wouldn't be in the UFC.
Yeah, probably
They make
not.
you fucking tough.
Definitely. That's fucked
funny.
up though. I think they're all like sadists, isn't they?
Love it. I used to like one of my biggest like sort of I didn't know whether to love it or hate it was when my brother got a new BB gun. I loved the BB gun. I was like,
You'd
it's so
get
cool.
shot. Yeah.
I knew it was coming. Like I knew it was coming. I was just getting shot everywhere.
Same thing. The same thing. The exact same
like,
thing.
Oh, it's really cool, but fuck.
He's like, oh, and it'd be like, oh, go move the target.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
He did that with an air rifle for me once. It skinned my leg.
We didn't have an air rifle. I remember your air rifle. I think you tried to do it to me as well. Go move the
it's
target.
generational
Fuck
trauma.
Off. Well, fuck off. I'm too wise for it. I was like, I've been bullied by the older brother too.
He once made me shoot a pigeon as well.
That
Do you want another sad story? I remember he was like, "Oh, shoot that pigeon." I didn't want to let my big brother down. And I was only like probably like young teenager. I really didn't want to kill a pigeon.
Yeah.
So I tried not hitting it. And I fucking hit it.
Still hit it. Yeah. Aiming to the left of it. It's like perfect.
Like, oh fuck.
Oh.
Oh, that was sad.
Oh, that is sad. That brings me to one of your tweets. I know we're going to mention this later when I'm going to scroll through them and give a live reaction to the ones I haven't seen. But is that anything to do with when you tweeted pigeons cannot be trusted?
No, I think it.
Regret, deep regret.
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep into it. But I went to Italy as a kid. I got molested.
By a pigeon.
By a bloke with a pigeon on his shoulder.
Like a pigeon pirate. A pigeon pirate. Oh.
You've been to St. Mark? Is it St. Mark's Square in the middle of Venice?
Yeah.
With all the pigeons?
Yeah.
Fucking mad, innit? They're mad for it.
Yeah, they love it. Yeah. I went there as a kid and also recently.
Can't get enough of them. But there's a massive distinction between countryside pigeons. The fellas we get around here are quite nice. You go into London, them boys, they've got like...
They don't fuck around.
They've got a wing missing.
Survival, they've got a knife. They've got a fucking knife in their pocket.
Fucking AirPods.
They put their things out like that.
Yeah, they're fucking rough. And you get within a foot, and I'm scared of the pigeons.
Yeah, you get close and they're sort of gang mentality on you.
Yeah.
Seaside pigeons are sort of used to getting bitched by the seagulls.
How good was that though when you were a kid and you saw a group of birds just
fucking hawk in on them?
Yeah, and watch it all go.
Yeah, what is that? Actually, we see that when we were in Italy a few months ago. There was some like kid running after all the pigeons and he was like really trying to get them. Like he weren't running through the crowd. He wanted to fucking stamp one's head out.
There was a
Oh, that's fucked. That kid's a demon.
I don't know if I've imagined this or not, because obviously I was quite young when I lived in Derbyshire. But there was a lady in the park in Buxton. Everyone used to call the duck lady. She used to feed the ducks and would go mad if you chased the ducks. So as a little brother, Jack would always send me to chase
You play with your knob.
Not playing with it. just like that.
The camera's right on you.
Oh, it's just a man thing, isn't it?
You should just go.
But anyway, it's thinking of
Talk
the duck
about duck
lady.
lady.
I'm going to have to describe this. But, yeah, she, what's in my jiggy? She grabbed me one day for chasing the ducks.
What'd she do?
Just grabbed me and screamed at me. I was like, ah!
Oh, I have a similar thing, like actually similar. Not different though, like not the same actually. I was more innocent. When in King's Lynn with my nan, I remember when I was a kid, she used to take us up the river and I'd feed the swans of that. And you know, they're quite aggressive when they go for you.
You don't want to fuck with them.
She fucking clubbed one with her handbag because it went for me. She
Really?
fucking she swung it with a bag.
That's
Like,
nice.
yeah, you fucking bleeder. Oh, I remember that.
That's
I think it nipped me and I was like, ah! And then she swatted
That's
it.
nice.
Yeah, she's a fucking tank, isn't she?
Yeah. No, that's lovely.
I wasn't chasing them. I was innocent feeding them.
Yeah. Geese are fucked and all, aren't they? I
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah. You know when you're on the rowboats, what is it? Fressingfield? Is it
No.
Fressing?
Come back to you, won't it?
Thorpe Ness. Thorpe Ness.
I think it's Fort Ness.
It's Thorpe Ness, I
Yeah.
think. I think you're right. And when you're rowing in there, they just like come up to your boat and they like want you. They want to attack you.
Do you remember
They don't want peace.
Reese's parents' parrot, Percy?
Yeah.
Just go, hello!
Yeah.
And they'll scream.
His laugh.
I got warned for years, don't put your finger in with Percy.
Apparently it hurt, didn't it? Oh, we got you.
Oh, I did listen for you till I was pissed around there one day. And I was on my own. It wasn't even like I was doing
You
it as
just
an
go,
audience. I just put my finger in. He like fucking almost bit through my finger.
Oh, really?
Horrible twat. I like
Fuck that.
Percy though.
Yeah, where
Parrots
is he?
can live for well long, can't they?
How long?
Like 80 years.
Do we have to bird check?
Bird check, because I did get one wrong. And
Parrot.
also was corrected in the comments about my mistake, my sparrow mistake. It was
Yeah.
swallows that
Swallow.
migrate from Africa. And they're the ones with the V tails, aren't they? And my
Yeah.
granddad did have some in
Yeah,
the eaves of
swallows.
his roof. So
Alright, yeah. Parrot lifespans vary greatly by species, ranging from 10 to over 50 years. There you go.
fuck, another one.
Larger
wrong.
species like macaws and African greys living longer than smaller parrots such as budgies and
I don't
cockatoos.
give up on bird facts.
Sorry, cockatiels. Do you know what a cockatiel is? Cockatiel?
Do you know what your mum's,
No, you're right.
do you know what your mum's favourite
What do you mean
bird
give up?
is?
You're right. What?
Cockatoo.
But you're right, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I said 80 years, no?
They live to over 50 years. I'd say it's pretty good.
Once you pass 50, you're fucked.
Here you go. Large parrots, African greys, Amazons, macaws, and cockatoos can live for 20 to 80 years, or
Thank
even
you.
longer, with some reaching 70 or more. There you go.
What?
I don't know. It's
So
AI.
that said, live to 20 to 80 years, some even longer, some reaching 70. Is that
That's-
how fucking pissed?
Google, let's fucking Google AI.
No, I
innit?
accept it because it's made me look like less of a fucking blithering bird idiot.
The Birdman. Oh no, because I always, people won't know this, but whenever I see like a bird, I find a bird like a weird one, and I'll send it to you. But what's this? Within 5 minutes, you respond, and it's like it's this, and I'll Google it. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. I don't know how you're the Birdman.
I've got
I don't know birds.
quite a good knowledge. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none.
I'm not
I
really.
know quite like a broad
Bit about a lot.
I learnt a World War II fact earlier.
What?
As well. On the old, because obviously when I like to wipe my arse, I put YouTube on for that bit.
When you start the wipe.
Yeah.
Wait, not the whole shitting, just when you start the wipe.
Yeah.
So like you,
I scroll through the shit in.
then you go, all right, battle wipe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie. But I didn't realise there was still attacks by the German SS on American soldiers and German people up until 1948, and obviously the war ended in 1945.
What was the tax?
Attacks.
Oh,
not
attacks.
tax.
Sorry, I thought you said
Yeah, they
tax.
killed. I think it was up like 50 odd American soldiers.
In Germany.
Yeah, they were hiding out in the Bavarian forests, little like troops of them who'd hoarded weapons and hid, and still were trying to.
Did they not know the war was over?
Yeah, they knew the war was over, but they were like little resistant pods.
Ah. Yeah, so if you watch the film we watched the other day, it's World War One, All Quiet on the Western Front. It's in German, and it's a German perspective of the war. When they signed the treaty, it was till, what was it? It's the 11th day and the 11th hour, wasn't it? Yeah. So they were like, oh, well, the one guy, I forget his name, it was all German. He was like,
Heinz?
probably McHeinz. He
I
was
just
like,
touched my knob again. Sorry.
He was
We're in
like-
World War Two.
he was like, we're not fucking having it. We're going out like cowards. And he knows the treaty was going to fuck the Germans, and I guess inevitably.
Was it the Treaty of Versailles?
I would assume that would be the one. They signed it on the train.
On the train.
Yeah.
In the north of,
In
north
France.
of France. I've been to the spot.
And he was like, fuck it. Because the treaty basically is, they were saying that's the reason they ended up having World War Two, because they had no choice, I guess. That's the narrative.
Germans were heavily taxed.
Yeah, and like all the whatever. I don't know. I mean, you should be punished. But
Yeah.
anyway, regardless of the point, he was like, well, we've got until 11. Let's go and have it. Because like, they kind of,
Really?
yeah, they like signed the deal, but then everyone's like, obviously the war's over, right? It's signed, but it's not active until that time. But he was like, no, we're not going out like this. So he called all his men and like sent them out. And the ones that were like, no, we're not going, I think they got they got shot up against the wall. I don't know if that was a dramatisation in the movie, but
Yeah, no, stuff like that did happen, didn't it?
because people were like, nah, I'm not going back.
Yeah. Do you want to know? So when Hitler took France's surrender in World War Two, he took them. He took like the top dogs of France back to where the Treaty of Versailles was signed
Oh, really?
to sign their surrender.
So they have to surrender there.
Yeah.
Within the train.
Beg your pardon?
In the train.
I don't know if it was the same train carriage, but same sort of setup.
That's weird old shit, innit?
Yeah.
The old wall.
And if you go there now to that place where that happened, because it's a big memorial, they've got an imperial eagle draped, dead across a
Like upside down sort of thing.
Yeah, like to say we defeated the old Germans.
Yeah. Hell yeah. This isn't for any recent Germans though. I will say, like the modern Germans,
They're just into sex
big into sex and
techno.
lycra and PVC
and techno.
hard techno.
They just seem fun.
They're leather-bound parties.
I've got to give Jordan Edgerton, Reg, a shout out. Mentioned Germany.
What?
Obviously, we went on that road trip.
Yeah.
And he's the shittest driver I've ever
Like an old woman.
experienced. Like a woman.
Like an old woman.
Yeah. So, is that better, Dad?
How does it just suddenly become bad? You know?
So, we're on the old Autobahns.
Autobahn.
Right. And so Reg, he's doing like 60 miles an hour, right?
On the autobahn.
Yeah, behind trucks, and then just bangs his indicator on and just pulls out to overtake the truck, just straight into the quick. And we're like, "The fuck are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
that's alright. I looked, and obviously, like, we're on
Can't
the
go like a ton.
like my stretch of the autobahn. I had that tour around singing, boy. I had it sat at like 120 the whole way.
Wait, is the autobahn all of their highways? Like, you know, we call it the motorway. Is there that just a general?
Yeah, but there's still restrictions on it, like when you're coming past junctions and towns and stuff. But there is, when you see the blue motorway sign with no speed limit, that means
like
fucking good to go. And like, had that tour around singing, boy. Had it sat at like 120 to 110.
Yeah.
Because it kept overheating at 120.
So you'd slow
I was
down.
backing it back down. Wait till the thing, then I'd set it back up again. But there's cars passing you like you're fucking stood still.
Really?
It's
Going
crazy.
100?
Yeah, well, yeah, did like 120 miles an hour.
And is it just like any old car, like, flies past?
It's just big German estates and shit in it.
Yeah, I suppose like big old Mercs and things, they'll still go pretty quick, won't they?
Yeah, I mean, an M5 de-restricted is almost a 200 mile an hour car, isn't it?
Yeah. I had that one, didn't I? The M3 one. That was nice. The
M340D.
It ran out and it was like 160.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Where was that on the Autobahn?
That was out in the Autobahn in Germany.
Or was it Mexico?
No, Germany.
The Germs.
The Germans. Yeah, I was going to shout out one of my favourite Germans of current time, Michael Schwartz, the bus driver.
Yeah. I'd also like to shout out my favourite German,
Who's that?
Jill Hardener.
Who's that?
She's on Instagram. She just posts pictures of her tits.
How do you know that person?
Because I follow her.
You're a fan of sport.
She's hot. She's got tattoos and tits. And you've mentioned your favourite German, so I
It's
thought
only
I'd
fair.
mention my second favourite German.
Michael Schwartz is making bus driving cool. What's she doing?
What's she doing?
Yeah.
Just looking hot.
Making tits cool. They really are, I guess.
Yeah. What is the hype of Michael Schwartz?
Well, he makes sick TikTok edits, and when he
it-
passes someone, he goes
415 in it.
the 514, I think. What was it? 4? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
415.
Yeah, and he's so good at it. And sometimes he gives like one of these.
It's crazy, isn't it? How you can get
I
like
bought his shirt.
so you're a legit UFC fighter, right?
I
And you
know.
put years and years into your craft and sacrificed a lot of your life into your 90%, 99% of your entire life is based around training, isn't it? Michael Schwartz can get more Instagram followers than you for waving at kids in a bus.
He might not have more. Let me see.
I bet he does.
You reckon?
For waving at kids like a speedophile
don't
from a
think-
bus.
He's not waving at kids. He's waving at other
He
drivers.
fucking hands down started waving at kids.
He's not waving at kids.
Not in a bad way.
Why is this thing not coming up? Schwartz. Michel Schwartz. 116,000 followers. I got more.
How many you got?
167.
Oh, fair.
But, however, he
Still.
has His top reels have 10.5 million, 16 million, and 13 million.
You got 167,000 followers.
Yeah, my reels don't get nowhere near his views.
And that's funny because that is 90% men.
Yeah.
Wanting your ass.
Yeah. There is a lot of gay blokes.
They're like me following Jill Hardner. They're like,
someone commented on a post.
My favourite Englishman is Arnold Allen.
Someone commented on a post the other day, something about me walking the dog, and then someone replied something like, "Oh, he said I look tough walking the dog, right?"
Nice.
And then someone said, "How would he not? He could be wearing a tutu. He's a UFC fighter with an XL bullet. Of course he looks tough." And then the guy just replied to him saying, "I'd like to nut in him." I had to block. I had to block a guy actually who kept sending me shit. I don't like to block people, but he kept sending me like flirty messages. I don't mind. You know what I mean? I don't care.
Fuck.
It doesn't bother me. I find it funny. I'm like, yeah, cheers, mate. Nice one, nice one. And he kept sending more shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Cheers, like nice one. Like, go on, boy. You know, like you would.
Yeah.
And I woke up one morning and he was fingering his asshole. Like it was a video. And you know when you wake up, you check your notifications. I was like looking through, full on, just fingering his asshole, no words. And I'm like,
what position?
Like bent over, and like, he propped the camera up.
In Woofy.
Yeah. And I was like, I just like, you know what? That's too much. I'm blocking you, mate. Like fuck that. So like, if you are out there sending me weird shit, that's the line.
So hypothetically, I'm not sure if this can make the podcast, but I just want to know. If you went to prison, someone put it on you, and he was scary, and your life depended on it, okay? And you had to have sex with this man, and you had to take his peen. Sit with me here.
Yeah.
What would you, A, be done in doggy, B, on top, or C, missionary?
I'd fucking not happen, mate.
No.
I'm fighting for my life. I'm going out with swinging.
Don't be so homophobic. you sound like you're fucking covering me.
I haven't yet got my black belt in jiu-jitsu, but I'm like, you know, the skills are at that level. I've submitted a lot of black belts, and I train with a lot of very good ones. So I feel
it's
like
doggy, innit?
I feel like I could defend myself.
It's doggy, 100%.
Oh no!
That's the only one you don't have to look at them.
We just watched Sons of Anarchy actually recently, and I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a lot of prison rape in that. And I'm
there?
Yeah, Marilyn Manson does a bit of bumming in it actually.
Do you know what I find strange? Right, talking this is exactly the same. Have you seen Fleece Johnson? Loads of reels of him, and he's going famous recently. Basically,
I don't know, I never heard that.
Talking about his prison stories of how he fucking hairy aped like over 100 men in prison, and he's like, when these young boys would come in, I'd treat them real good. He's like that, and he's like, and then I get that booty.
Oh,
have you not seen him?
No.
Oh, it's fucked.
Hey, wait, did you send me the guy? Is he the guy that was saying? Is he the guy who was saying mention the fine?
Yeah,
You
like
said that,
yeah, like if someone farted in him, it means they're open, and he's like,
he's like, he's up for it.
It makes him horny. Oh, yeah. And how is he getting fucking? If this podcast doesn't take off, right, and Fleece Johnson.
They
call him the Booty King. People are making memes out of him. People are making memes of him because he's ruined, like, some poor lad's gone to fucking jail in America because he's got a speeding ticket or something.
Yeah, because they have that free strike rule in some states, don't they? Yeah.
Is that true, or have you just heard Easy
No,
use
it's
song?
a real thing.
Third strike on the boy, he'll do some... or is it fourth? What's the line there?
I was about to Google it. This is my Jamie, because we don't have a fucking Joe Rogan money.
Woke up quick at about noon. That's a different song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straight out of Compton's the one, isn't it? When he's like, 4 strike on the boy, do some time.
Yeah.
Or is it Fuck the Police?
Free strike law in... Yeah, there is. It's kind of... Wait, what?
Easy, died of AIDS.
Several states. Harsher sentences are from life imprisonment for individuals convicted of a third felony, especially violent or serious crimes.
Yeah, but like speeding isn't felonies, is it?
Well, I guess it could though.
I suppose if you were speeding into a crowd of people.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Anyway. What? Yeah, in some states.
Can you try to find that lyric though? Was that
what?
Easy Ease? You know the one. There's a fourth offence on the boy. He'll do some time. Have you heard the Easy song when he's like, it's like he's talking and he's like, Yo.
It's Boys in the Hood.
Is it Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
Sorry, was I boring you with that one?
No, I was just thinking, I really need a piss.
Do you?
Yeah.
You got a bottle?
We don't do drunk piss. I'm paused. Wait 1 second. Credo, do you want to pause it? I'm going to piss myself.
Did you see recently a video of that guy in the Kazakhstan airport?
No. What? Oh, with a knife?
He took over the hostage's position and then grabbed
Yeah.
the fuck. You see how he grabbed the knife too?
He grabbed it like hand
like,
on.
By the blade and pulled it. That's
Ooh.
a fucking man.
Yeah, I did watch that. That's pretty
That's
cool. I like that.
People like that are cool.
I know. I just sometimes think, like, would you do in that situation? And I'm like, would I want to offer myself in there? I don't think I've got the skills.
I feel the lady was screaming and like I feel like I would, but obviously it's a scary situation, isn't it?
Yeah, when you see it, like people just run away.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck that, they're gone.
Yeah.
Oh, can you remember that one? Was it Jackass when they did the thing in the roof? They fell through in the office.
Yeah.
And that guy just fucking legged it. Oh.
Yeah, that's funny.
Bro, what was he talking about? So farting, bad etiquette, prison, gyms.
Uncle Jim's.
Your gym, gym etiquette. That's
Gym
what we're going to talk about. Because that like farting, prison, gym makes me.
I don't really. I'm currently sat here chubby as fuck with a leg brace on, but I've got some experience in the gym.
Well, I'm recently like a new member to the commercial team because I've been going to the commercial gym, just because it's like easier when you're injured to use the machines, and obviously usually I'm at a martial arts gym is a bit different. So.
Shall I go later?
Might do, yeah.
Go do some curls.
I was thinking to go watch sparring. Might do.
Watch me spar.
Well, you know, like the weird thing now at the gyms is like, because I think it's always been that way. Everyone has headphones on. Me too.
Yeah.
I wear headphones because the gym's always playing shit music. If you go into like, everyone's like walking around headphones, AirPods, fine. But then like people sit on a machine and they like won't look at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they'll just sit down like headphone on their phone like fair enough if you're banging out some sets.
I do suffer from gym aggression as well.
Like you are aggressive.
Only towards dickheads like that.
Yeah.
Like you sat there, you watted a machine for like fucking 20 minutes or a bench or something, and some twat's just on his phone. So you just go over there and you're like, "You alright, mate?" Like polite, and you're like, "How many sets you got left?" And you're like, 4.
Yeah.
And then what I do, I did tell you about this the other day, is I don't go, "Oh, cool, I'll wait," and I just stand next to them.
You just stand there.
Stand next to them, just looking at them, and then guaranteed they'll do one more set.
And then just leave. Well, this is the
bad,
thing though,
but-
because like obviously it's like a public place, right? It's for everyone.
Yeah.
Like the machines they're not yours, but like, why can't people like work in sets? Like all work together. Like fuck it, I'm doing this. You know. I suppose it could be a pain in the ass if they strip the plates every time because they're doing a warm up set and you're finishing or something.
Yeah. And like you were saying earlier, it's always the big boys in the gym who are the friendly, like, "Oh, come work in, you're alright."
Yeah.
Like,
Anytime I've been like to the gym with my brother, is all the big strong men. They're all like
soft as shit. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
like
want to
they're
help you. And, like,
so handy,
it's
helpful.
the fucking little ripped broccoli heads that are the twat. To be fair, the broccoli heads aren't usually ripped; they're just usually skinny as fuck.
Yeah. You know what, I feel like it's probably women now are probably going harder in the gyms. Like on average.
Do you know? I will give women a shout out in gyms that they don't do, but all men do. You never ever see a woman really lifting with bad form and ego lifting.
Yeah, that's just that's
I
life,
know that's like
innit?
a rite of passage
Yeah.
as a young man
Yeah.
to go in there and quarter rep something and snap your back.
Push your numbers, innit?
But you never ever.
No.
It's all impeccable form. They love it.
Like perfect form. Like,
Yeah, and also, sorry, I'm getting very heavy. I'm getting very passionate. But fucking Instagram influencers going on about the gym and then making people embarrass themselves in the gym, and they're like, "Oh, you need this bit of equipment.
Yeah.
If you balance it on your elbow while it's flicking your leg around, it'll grow your glutes."
Yeah.
And it's like, they're just fucking lift weights.
Yeah, it's not really like, and all the information is out there, isn't it? Like if you go on YouTube or you go on Google, you could find like the best bodybuilder has probably put his training plan out there and like how to do this and how. There's no secret. If you want to build muscle, you want to gain that, it's all out there. But I don't know, I just feel it's not that. Like you go to the gym, it's mainly like young lads, so you see the broccoli heads. They will just sit on a piece of equipment. I see the other day I was warming up. A boy was sat on the leg extension thing. He was like this.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I was like, the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
I'm not like the gym monster, but I mean, when I'm in like MMA training, we train, we fuck around and make a joke, but we do the work and then.
You're there to do the work.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one guy at the gym I go to, and he's recently with a girl who was also in the gym. They've blossomed, but now they do mad shit. Like he'll be sat on a bench and she'll sit on him, like looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, are you fucking serious? Like,
yeah, you know what that reminds me. You know, the synchronized workouts. Have you ever seen them videos when they do like a perfectly like what are you fucking doing? Like, fuck off.
Right. I know we're quick firing here. Yourself in the gym is. The gym I go to has got upstairs for classes. And occasionally, the fucking
like Pilates and shit.
Yeah, or like group like HIIT classes and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Occasionally, the instructors will do it downstairs in the gym, and it's like, fuck off.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Like, go away, get out the way.
Yeah,
someone's getting shot. That's a corrupt FM.
But it is a weird. I don't know. Just we did the series actually. I always mention my dad because we did the YouTube series doing these like 2-minute leg workouts. Obviously, that isn't how he trained when he was doing strongman stuff. But like, you know, when you train with like a bit of intensity and you go in and like you smash it. Like he said, those are the best sessions when he was training for his strongman career. Like, say if he finished driving the truck late and he had to go get onto the door, so he'd had like a 45-minute window. He said that was like the best session.
Pace is probably the strongest person, definitely the strongest Allen I know. That's only because Jake called me a fucking chubby, skinny-armed loser earlier. But he said to us from an early age, you don't need any longer than 40 minutes in the gym.
Yeah,
like,
I know with some things you
have to. Like,
you're doing heavy lifts, you need 5-minute breaks, whatever.
If you just want to work out.
But for like, if you're trying to build muscle, like all that sort of shit. It was Flex Lewis. I see he posted his stuff, and we were at his gym in Vegas, and it's amazing. But he was just saying about the intensity, just high volume, high intensity training. Like he's saying 45 seconds between heavy sets. Like not just like wander around.
Low rest.
Yeah, because then if someone's sitting on a machine, they do a set of legs. They stay on the machine for fucking 30 seconds. Like, all right, fair enough.
I added to my CTE the other month in the gym.
What?
Do you know when you randomly have like an off day?
Yeah.
Right? So I was doing shoulder press, 50 kg dumbbells. Right? And I'd usually do this for reps, right? And first set, I got halfway up, and my right arm just gave way, and I just plunked the dumbbell on my head and genuinely wobbled myself a bit. I was like, fucking hell.
Was it seated, obviously?
Seated, yeah. Yeah. Just fucking, like, do you know when you just all of a sudden lose control?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
And then the embarrassment hurt more than
Well, you see Halford drop the overhead or behind the neck press the other day on his back. He didn't drop in his head, it hit him in the back.
God, that
or like a 200 kilo. It hit him right on the back.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Killed him.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've always like worked out about headphones.
Yeah.
And it's only recently I started wearing headphones. And I kind of forgot that people can hear me farting. I've been like on the cables, like fucking letting rip.
So you're talking like bad gym etiquette and you're around huffing arse everywhere.
Huffing arse and throwing weights. I tell you, I had my like Clint Eastwood movie moment as well with young kids.
No,
I gave them some shit.
What?
So I watched these young lads on the squat rack, right? All in a group. And they were doing the classic squat and biceps day.
Of course. That's what a squat rack is built for.
No, but they were actually squatting in the squat rack.
Okay.
And they had, you know, the old fashioned trick when instead of just putting a 20 on, they'll put like 5 kilos.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To make it look like they've got like loads of plates on. They had that and they left loads of weights on the bar and fucked off and just started doing bicep curls. And I saw this girl walk over and she looked really like timid, and she was like looking at the weights and looking around to see if anyone was on it and walked off. And obviously she watched use a squat rack but didn't know if people were still using it
because there's like 20 plates on it.
So I went up to them and I must look such a knob, but I was like, you alright lads? I was like, are you finished with that? And they're like, yeah mate, all yours. And this was like, do you know when like cool guys don't look at explosions?
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go tidy your fucking weights up then. I just walked off.
They were like 13.
Yeah, they literally were. And they were like, oh, okay. And whatever. It's true though, isn't it?
No, but that is shit. Like, that is shit.
Like, I weren't going to say anything until
and
like,
that's
the girl
everywhere.
looked really uncomfortable.
That's everywhere though. Every gym, like, there's always someone leaving weights on it. So, what are you doing?
felt such a fucking
what
hero.
you do?
There's probably songs made about that day.
The leg press is the worst one for that, actually. And I'm noticing that because I'm fucking only doing leg days.
Yeah.
Every time I go use the leg plate. And it pisses me off when people got like odd plates. Oh, they got like a 20 from this brand, then they got 20 from that brand. I can't do it.
You've made it.
Like, it fucks with me.
Snob.
No, but like even my dad's rusty old plates, I want to use the same plates either
Yeah.
side. I don't like using. He'll use, and sometimes you have.
I fucking hate the leg press. I haven't done it in weeks.
Wow, I fucking did it yesterday. I smashed it.
That went over your head, didn't it?
Oh, I know. No, I didn't go over my head. I got it.
I just didn't find it funny.
Oh, well, I ain't done shoulder day in a while.
Me neither.
Well, yeah. No, it is weird. The gym's weird now.
You're freakishly strong though, aren't you? I think
No.
you fucking are for your size.
Like a decent, I'd say like decent average. I feel like there's still some girls my weight that probably outlift me.
Yeah, but that's all they do. You could probably beat them up in a fight.
Mm.
I didn't even mean it like that.
Yeah, they. What is it? What was I gonna say? This is what pisses me off on a different topic. When you go, so this happened in Montreal. There was a couple there. I went to my local gym there. There was a couple there. They're all right. No, they weren't in great shape. You know what I mean? They were not. No, like you're a strong boy, but they weren't like lifting crazy weights or doing anything crazy. But they had about 4 pieces of equipment with like a towel on this one. They had a fucking like hoodie on this one, and like they weren't using the fucking thing. Then they had like their bottle by this rack over here.
That's where you got to assert dominance.
And I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" I didn't say anything.
You just got to start using stuff.
Yeah, and I was like, "What are you doing?" They got you got your fucking towel in the squat rack, but you're using the leg press with your bottle next to it, and then they're just walking around doing bullshit workouts. That's
Do you know what?
not how it works.
Gym craze I now don't understand is everyone using resistance bands to help them at the bottom of a lift and shit.
Yeah,
Just fucking get stronger.
there is some science to it.
Yeah, science lifting is fucking really.
But I think
not
the most
straight.
thing is that people don't really, they don't really know about it, right? You just seen someone do it.
It's just weak men with their egos hurt on
Yeah.
a hack squat machine because women do more than them, so they put bands on it to help them from the bottom.
Like progressive overload, isn't it? Just do an extra rep. Next time you go, if you can only do that weight, another rep, maybe a little bit more weight. Yeah.
Shout out to that girl that goes to my gym though that I saw on Instagram. I wasn't even being a pervert. She just popped up, suggested. But 200 kilo on the hack squat machine.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking
I've never
insane.
used that one, though.
That's hard work.
Really?
I know. I think she did 180 or 200.
Yeah.
But I had to put 20 kilos more on.
Of course.
Right.
Ego lift.
Just to see if I could. And I shit you fucking not. I was light-headed. I was like,
Oh really?
yeah, she's strong as fuck.
That's bad. I've never actually taken that one for a spin.
It's hard work.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Might do it later. Another leg joke.
Just do it one-legged. It'd be good for you.
Or just hang the other one over the top.
Yeah, just like stick it out like a kickstand.
Imagine getting it caught.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that, mate. For a fucking game of soldiers. Couple of disabled. We got to go move a superbike later, haven't we? Couple of disabled brethren. You're the legs, I'm the arms.
I'm the arm.
The arm. I'm the yeah.
The arm and legs. I'm
Get
the
it out
arm.
of the container. That's a big old girl as well. 200 kilos.
Actually, my other shoulder's been aching because I've been doing shoulder day with this one. And my elbow.
You've just been doing one shoulder.
Yeah. Apparently, there's some studies to say that training one side it gives like muscle memory to the other side, and you get a bit of gains. But I don't.
Do you know muscle memory is an actual thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's stored in the nucleus of the cells.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real.
And I suppose that is how evolution works if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because if it's stored in your cells and then your DNA, and that's how things evolve, because that information passes on to your child.
So you're saying like our kids are all going to be saying like this?
No,
It's like muscle memory, innit? We're
not
fucked.
our kids.
No phones.
No phones.
Out drinking cider.
We're still trying, aren't we? Tried to get each other pregnant for years.
Oh,
Just cream pies.
this podcast is very gay.
No, it's not.
Like lifting gloves. Only person that should be allowed to wear them is Ronnie Coleman.
And that was like the 90s, or the early 2000s.
No, but I was watching like a little documentary on him. Obviously, you see how he is now, like with his back and everything. But he's so what?
I just no, I can't even say it on camera.
He's so positive. Like, you know what I mean? Like being like, what was he? Is it 7-time world Olympia, 8-time Mr. Olympia, and like being a fucking monster of a man, and then having it like
Yeah.
taken away from you, and he's still like so positive.
He almost knows how I feel. Nah, but he's a beast, and he
Yeah.
seems like a good guy.
Yeah, like I'm here. You're ready with your knee. I've hurt my shoulder, and I'm gonna be out not fighting for a little bit longer than I'd like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been so not now. I'm over it now. But the first like month or so, I was really fucking down. Like,
Yeah, sure.
you know, you go to bed, you're thinking like, oh, my fucking this is gonna happen. I'm gonna fuck this. This is fucked. I can't do this. Can't whatever.
Yeah,
Always
sure,
the
it's
worst.
natural, isn't it?
But he's just on his fucking like scooter, big smile on his face, like talking about all the things. And they asked him his regrets. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Like,
did he say he's got none?
he said about so the day when he done his back, he said he felt something. He did deadlifts and squats. I can't remember the exact weight. And he said because his back was hurting, usually he does 6 deadlifts, 6 reps at that weight. I can't remember, it was like 700 or 800 pounds or something.
800 solid ass pounds.
And he said his only regret was that he did 2 reps, and he wished he'd done 6 because he said he knew there was 6 in the tank. That's what he said. I was like, that's what a man.
That's PMA, baby.
Yeah, like that's peak. And not everyone is going to be fucking Ronnie Coleman in the gym, but I don't know, just
Yeah.
1% of that in the gym would be.
I completely get that. Like,
Mm.
I think we're all guilty of being like, oh, this is shit, this is shit.
Yeah,
Whereas, there's literally, like, I don't want to sound all deep and hippie, very hairy, but there are fucking people born in a war zone,
yeah,
like, who just get fucked by their uncle and die.
yeah,
Like, and that sounds horrible.
yeah,
Not saying that I'll probably cut out the uncle fucking bit, but there's always someone worse off. So you just got to think, nah, I'm pretty good. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No,
There's
definitely.
food on the table.
The Lions will eat.
Exactly.
Talk of that, a little man. He was on
A
that.
little
I saw him in the sauna himself. You know that?
Yeah.
I was at the spa yesterday, and
Which one's the little man?
the little one that was in prison. You know, he does the Misfits boxing. I think.
Describe him.
Oh, he's a little man.
Yeah.
I think he's 3 foot. Bit of a homeboy. I think he has an XL bully.
Keep going.
And you know, I just have to. He was in HMP. Where was he? You know, so
Weatherspoons.
He was in HMP Weatherspoons, and he became very popular on TikTok. But I saw him yesterday. 3 foot of him, stacked though.
Yeah, he's stacked.
Stacked, and he was bowling. You know when I like bowling, like the arms out wide,
Oh,
walking
really?
like bowling. And I
thought you couldn't say balling for a
No,
second.
no,
I was
no.
like, oh, shit.
And he was like walking to the sauna. I will say I was in the really hot one, the volcano sauna, and he was in the
Subtle flex.
cool sauna, which is, you know, it's like a warm room. Anyway, he was on the top shelf of it. Bless him. Surrounded, and I don't know if they were with him, but there was women all around him. They
Yeah.
might not have been with him, but there was women all to his left and his right, and he was sat at the top like a king. I'm like,
That's cool.
what a guy. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
What a guy.
Do you see what state he was in?
He was in great state.
No, I mean, like, aroused?
I don't think he gets aroused for those the peasants.
Oh,
do.
they're just bitches.
Yeah. He was in there doing his recovery work, and they were just in his way, and it was beautiful to see. He was like a king,
Recovery work.
I think.
Like on a tilt and slide.
No.
His beacons on.
Muscular recovery.
Nah, I'll rate that.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, because he got famous from doing funny videos from prison, didn't he?
Yeah. I'd never actually seen him, but I just
Yeah.
seen him like in the Misfits and doing like the boxing stuff, and he fought some guy. But yeah,
Well, he fought someone.
yeah, I think he fought a few times. I think. No, yeah,
I like.
boxing. Another fella, yeah. I know what you're saying, yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Another little man, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not even saying this as a joke. Okay.
Mm.
What is the correct way to refer to someone who does suffer from a height impediment? And what is the cut-off? When do you all of a sudden become a dwarf?
I don't know.
Like, because obviously, when we were younger, they were all referred to as midgets, weren't they? Which apparently is derogatory now. Well, not even apparently, it is.
Mm.
It is not acceptable. So, do you call them little people? But then that sounds quite knobby.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't really have to refer to me. You just like,
Don't bump into them that often.
no, but like no, it's just the same old any old thing, innit? Like you see someone, you
Okay.
don't really like label them.
I know you don't label
Not
them,
saying you do. I mean,
but you say you saw that person, I don't know, commit a crime, and the police ask you to
Yes.
describe them. How do you then say it?
shorter fella.
Sure.
Well, I would. It's quite
The
short.
police are like, how short?
Yeah, like very short.
They're like, what, like a child? Adult.
Yeah. I feel. Yeah, that's the way to go about it, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
I suppose you see like a big guy, you'd be like fucking giant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wouldn't be no different. There's no. It doesn't need to be a dig.
Do you remember that fucking giant in Brighton at like 5 a.m. when the sun was come up that approached at the cash machine?
Yes,
That was the scariest fucking
Undertaker.
man. Dressed like the Undertaker,
Yeah.
long coat, long hair. Approached me and we get at a cash machine in Brighton. We're getting cash out to get a taxi back to the fucking hotel.
He was just like the devil.
And he just approached us like in that dusky, no dawny light, wasn't it? And he
He
was
like
like,
came out of the light.
"You have beautiful eyes."
Oh yeah.
And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "You've
He
got
said it to you.
He said it to me and then turned around and started saying something to you, and I started running off and you followed. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're alright, mate.
scariest. And do you remember at the taxi rank, it's not even that funny, but the lady was refusing to give me a taxi because I kept pretending I had a gun.
you
Getting down shooting
were
her.
shooting him.
She was like, stop that!
You were doing that.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
good times.
Yeah. Undertaker. Remember we saw the Undertaker on Felixstowe Beach?
Actual Undertaker, yeah.
We followed him in our car, didn't we? Playing the Undertaker theme.
I was a fucking going.
I can't do the thing, but yeah.
Hell's Bells, isn't it?
Nah. It was like the funeral song. Wasn't it? What was it? What was it got on the next topic? Let me think. I wrote notes down for. Oh, the Suffolk Post. We need to discuss. Oh, arm wrestling strangers and the Stone Cold knee brace.
How old were you when you realised wrestling might not be real?
I think I was quite young.
I think I was quite old.
What's old? Like 18? Like
I was fucking 18. I was like 13, 14.
okay, I think I was like 12. Yeah.
I remember where I was.
Where?
I was round Dan Hare and Tom Clark's,
Mm.
right? Fan of wrestling himself.
Tom.
Dan
Oh.
loves wrestling.
Yeah.
In their front room, we were like 13, 14. We were watching wrestling, a big match on, right? We're watching it, and I remember just looking at the TV and was like, I don't think this is real.
It just
And I remember
registered.
being sad, like it come across me, and I was like, I had two quite traumatic moments in that house. Realised wrestling wasn't real, and also when I think I was like 14 at the time, Mum rang me, and was like, I did an impression of my mum. Hiya Max, love, you alright? And I was like, yeah, you? She was like, I don't want you to take this too badly, but Steve Irwin's died, love.
That actually happened. She called you to tell you.
And I cried.
I was well upset with
I
you.
cried.
I didn't
cried.
get a call though. I
I got a call. She's like, I don't want to upset you, but Steve Irwin's died, love.
Do you reckon she was sort of laughing off the phone? Like
No,
she
because
didn't.
she knew how fucking serious.
She was trying to fucking tell you. She was like, I'm gonna fucking tell him.
No,
She was trying to rip you.
no way.
Oh.
The Crocodile Hunter.
I loved Steve Irwin. Yeah. Did you ever have his toy? It was like a crocodile, and you
Yes.
opened it up and you could press the
had
button.
everything.
Oh. Then you remember people went killing stingrays.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like, what are you doing?
Like everything the great king himself stood against,
Yeah.
they started doing.
And what was his staffy called? He had the dog. What was her name?
Oh, was it Stella or something? It was a nice.
Cindy.
Oh no, his daughter was Bindi, wasn't it?
Cindy.
Let me have a Google for you. Steve.
Yeah, he used to have it. He'd be wrestling like a crocodile, and his staffy would just run and
Suey.
jump. Suey.
Sue.
Sue.
Fucking alright, Sue, mate.
Love it. Someone said the other day that we should go to Australia.
I'd go to Australia.
I'm just scared of like snakes, big spiders, sharks.
Yeah.
I like a koala wanted it. I reckon I'd fucking do it. But
Riddled with chlamydia, though.
yeah.
So you'd have to put a condom on before you fought the
before
koala.
you kick it. Kangaroos look horrible.
Yeah, they'll gut you, won't they?
What's the other one? The dog? The Joey? No.
Dingo.
Dingo. Yeah, dingoes.
Well, they've
Wild
got
dog.
great white sharks and bull sharks on the coast, don't they? They've got
Yep.
saltwater crocodiles inland.
Snakes.
They've got-
spiders.
Yeah, they've got some of the most venomous. And I think the most venomous snake in the world is an inland taipan.
And they
Is that
have
from
that?
Australia? Google it.
Inland taipan.
I think all the most deadly, whatever.
Oh, isn't it like pound for pound? Like it's venom.
yeah, because I think actually the most venomous
How
snake
do you
is a
spell
sea
it?
crate. I think.
Secret. This bastard.
What's that?
Inland
Inland taipan. Yeah, is that the most venomous snake? And where's
Dead,
it from?
it's the deadliest bite in Australia, but there's a question mark like they did.
Okay.
There has never been a fatality from that snake,
But it's got the.
but it has
Potential.
the most toxic venom of any land snake in the world. Yet there has never been a single recorded human fatality.
Nice guys. And what's the most venomous snake?
What is the most? Isn't it the king cobra?
No. King cobras deliver the most venom because their size.
Yeah, the inland taipan is the most venomous snake.
Is it not the sea?
So it says its venom is so potent that a single bite contains enough. My eyes twitching. Enough venom to kill 100 adult humans in one bite.
Bullshit. It's never killed anyone.
But that's the thing. Doesn't
I think that's because
it doesn't have the delivery system.
they do so much research out there into anti venoms and stuff because they've got the Sydney funnel web spider.
Oh yeah.
That's a bad boy. That'll fuck you up.
Yeah, fucker. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get bitten by that.
Was that king cobra?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get bitten by nothing.
They're the biggest venomous snake, aren't they?
Fuck that. Yeah. So like,
My knowledge, and I think the biggest fangs on a snake, is a gaboon viper.
oh boom.
A gaboon viper.
How do you say that?
Gaboon.
How do you spell that?
G-A.
Gaboon.
Yeah, gaboon.
Gaboon.
Am I right? I'd have to be right.
Gaboon viper. What am I saying? It's got the what?
Biggest fangs, isn't it?
No, it looks fucked though.
Yeah. Biggest snake fangs, put that in.
Can a gaboon viper be a pet? What am I looking for? Biggest snake fangs.
Yeah.
I just put fangs. F-A-N-G. For some reason was going
It's
with
alright.
T-H.
Fang.
The gaboon viper.
Honestly, this brain. Imagine if I hadn't taken all them shots as a kid. I'd be fucking.
Well, this is the
Prime
thing I'm
Minister or
realising.
something.
I haven't been at sparring in 6 weeks, at least 6 days. Now my brain capacity is going up. I've been doing the oxygen therapy every day. I'm becoming too smart for my own good.
That's good. You're gonna fucking end up taking over Quistama.
I'm like in the bedroom just like solving equations. I'm looking out the window like
Are you good at maths?
terrible.
I'm shit. That's my kryptonite.
I've been reading books and stuff, but I don't retain the information. I read it and I've just forgot it. As soon as I turn the
Yeah.
page, it's like gone.
That's called ADHD. Isn't it?
I'll read a book and I'm like, that's gone.
Do you read a page and then get to the end of it and I'm like, didn't actually read any of that?
Yeah.
I'll go back
yeah.
to the top.
Do you remember in school where they used to do like they'd call you up to read like English or whatever, and I would read and then suddenly I would just skip a paragraph
Would you?
and I didn't know I'd done it, and they're like, "Where you gone?"
Teach me, you fucking idiot.
He's like, "Where you gone?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you just skipped a paragraph." No, I didn't.
Get back there.
I'll be debating with it. No, I didn't. But yeah, about Australia, you were saying because you had the Ford Ranger. Was it come with factory lockers or something in Australia?
Yeah, so my model Ford Ranger
Hmm.
in Australia, the Wild Track, comes with a factory lock-in diff lock, whereas the English one doesn't.
Just a blank.
And that pisses me off.
But it's like you see on the stuff that obviously they have the Outback and shit like that
Yeah,
and all
it's
the
cool.
off-roading.
And they got proper trucking. out
Yeah,
there.
like the trucks are
Proper
sick.
trucking.
I didn't know like they were like the truckers.
Another fact that annoys me about Australia, just because I'm jealous, is their laws. They're not allowed left-hand drive vehicles on the road.
So they're all right hand.
So they
Or central.
actually sell right-hand drive Dodge Rams out there
That's cool.
from factory.
And utes.
and we don't get them because
So is that why there's a lot of imports from there?
we got So they got like because I had an Australian import pickup, didn't I?
You Navarro?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
awesome.
I thought it was Japanese.
No.
Yeah.
It was Aussie, mate.
Aussie, mate? Yeah, I'd like it.
Do you know what I mean? The old Aussie boys. I don't know the ins and outs, but from what I see from the outside, they drive big bull-nosed Mack trucks, like Dodge Rams.
With the Bogans, you said the Bogans.
Yeah, and we've got over
fucking
here.
Clarence, mate.
We've got over here fucking
Scania.
Mayor of London going. Oh mate, could you?
You Les.
Do you mind walking in?
Where you coming from, Ipswich? You get the bus, can you?
You got a rucksack.
What's the rucksack?
To carry your shit.
Have you cycle lanes, mate?
Oh,
no, it does. It just. I don't know. I don't know about you. I feel like I do know. But like, we're not like the most like politically intelligent people I know. But all the fucking like car taxes, like when you look at like you can get this tax relief if you get a pickup that produces less than this fucking grams per kilometer or whatever. But then you see these fuckers in America, they got like the fucking FedEx trucks have got V8s in them.
Yeah.
You hear the cunts rumbling down the street.
It's also, I don't understand the government scrap schemes. So they're pushing you to get rid of your old cars, right? Your old cars, your old diesels.
Is that active now?
That was a few years ago.
Oh,
but they want every scheme's aiming towards you getting an electric car, right? And I don't understand how producing that electric car is more environmentally economical than just keeping your old banger that's been on the earth for 30 years.
Yeah.
They're still just supping a bit of petrol.
Done 30 years of
But
life.
instead, you've got a lithium mine. And I think that's one of the highest polluters, lithium mining.
Because you can't recycle it, right? Once it's done, you have to just discard it.
And and the ironic thing, all these fucking do-good hippie pricks, like they're all buying electric cars and showing like they're wearing cravats and stuff and the French hats. I don't know if they are.
Was it a bonnet?
Whatever.
Beret.
Beret. But no, they're all driving these electric cars. And the batteries for them have been mined using massive diesel mining equipment, big old D11s and shit, bulldozers.
I think most people here don't. It's not even necessarily they care about the planet or anything.
They care about their friends thinking.
No, like they get like tax because all the city guys or businessmen, they all get like tax relief for it, right? And you drive a van, you can get. There's a thing now you can get 100% tax relief if you have a car that produces 0 grams of pollution or whatever, carbon footprint. But then, like, if you're going to put
that's bullshit.
Because you put electric in it, which is mined from coal, right? The energy.
Some of it is. So the electrics, that's pollution, but also stuff like brake dust and rubber coming off. Brake dust is one of the biggest polluters.
I heard that's a big thing. I'd never really thought about it, but you go by the motorway, it's fucking disgusting.
Everywhere.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, wait 1 second. Are you ringing?
Did you eat healthy? No, sorry, my phone's not on silent. It's really pissing me off here, is it?
But there is shit because
that's a doctor.
I assume it stinks. Sorry. Like, do they have those rules over in Australia, like with the ULEZ shit, or because everyone in Canada, I've done a bit of living over in Montreal a little bit. They all have like big trucks or whatever. They talk about the carbon taxes and the emissions and stuff. I'm like, you can drive down the city in a fucking Dodge Ram and like park in the high street. Like, there's no like tax for that. There's no like. We drive over the fucking Dartford crossing. You have to pay a tenner or whatever it is. It's like.
And that was originally to pay for the bridge, apparently, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, isn't that some sort of corruption? Because if you say like the tax man has paid for it.
It's a corruption thing. Another corrupt FM.
Because if you're paying for it, your tax is paying for it, and then you're paying it back by us paying it, and now you've privatised it and you still have to pay it. Fuck off.
Do you know what's funny? There'll probably be people watching this thinking, these two are fucking idiots.
Well,
They don't know what they're talking about.
We are. I definitely don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
But surely someone's not sitting there at home justifying and being like, we should pay for the Dartford Crossing or the Queen Elizabeth Bridge. And if you are, you're a fucking wanker, if that's what you think. You shouldn't have to pay for the Queen Elizabeth Bridge. And you changed the name of it.
What's the Queen Elizabeth Bridge?
It's the Dartford Crossing, isn't it?
Oh, respect. Do you know your crossings?
Oh, I do. I've crossed it a few times. I've forgot to pay it a few times. Usually it's my wife in the passenger seat, and I'm like, "Can you pay that now?" Because I forget. She's like, "I'm doing something," and then 2 days later, I get a bill.
I always get a bill.
60 quid.
You know, if you're ever driving a truck there, the left-hand tunnel's slightly shorter than the right-hand tunnel. So if you're a bit over height, do the right one, you won't set the alarms off.
Thanks for that fact.
No problem.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like.
And if you're over width as well, or over length, or over weight, you have to pull in left, go around and speak to the old transport people who close the bridge for you. They'll close the tunnel.
So you can go the other way.
So you can take both lanes.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just in case
That's
you have to do
lovely.
that.
That reminds me, actually. Was it Gordon Ramsay was in something the other day in London? He was coming out of a restaurant the other day, and it was like a concept or Aston Martin thing.
I saw that, yeah.
It was like a £1 million car or something. You can drive that around London.
Yeah, you just have to pay for it.
But I can't drive my 320D around London.
Well, you can. You just have to pay for it.
Are you paying a fine?
No, you pay like per day. It's like 16 quid or something.
Like the congestion charge or something?
What's the ULEZ charge?
Those are two different things.
I know.
Imagine that, though. Well, fuck that.
I just...
To be fair, London, whatever. I just don't want to pay tax and, like, drive my Land Rover around. I'm not going to drive my Land Rover to London,
Yeah,
but,
I
like...
wouldn't get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get there.
I wouldn't get over to Dartford. Overheat.
Someone drove it across Sahara Desert. I broke down at fucking Levington.
2 times.
A few times. I got stuck in Levington. By the gay bar, famously. The
Yeah.
famous gay bar. I've been broke down there more times.
So sad.
My Land Rover just packs in and I'm parked up for the night.
Getting wanked up.
Oh, I should have kept the tent on the roof.
You shouldn't.
Lower
You're
the...
like a fucking hotspot.
I'm just binoculars watching them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dartford Tunnel.
If the Land Rovers are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Do you know one of my favourite moments at Dartford Tunnel?
Hmm.
Sorry to backtrack, but I had to go for the abnormal load bit.
Nice.
And I was in a version 3 Volvo FH16.
Virgin.
Version 3.
I thought we said Virgin.
And then another
Counter.
company, Kingwell, they pulled
I
it
know
next to
Kingwell.
us in their old version 3, right? And theirs was an automatic.
Pussy.
And they were lighter than me. And we both set off at the same time. And up the hill, I was in a Manuel.
You're giving them
Through the
on.
gears, fucking rinsed them,
Oh,
boy. Do you know what I mean?
calling him on.
I was just fucking beacons flying. had a Volvo EC 380 on the back.
Yeah. What was that?
Digger. Big, heavy digger.
EC 380.
EC, I think.
I did a bit of
don't know.
recovery work with you, a day out. It was
I
like
let you
day out
drive
with
a
my
wrecker,
dad.
didn't I?
Apparently nearly took a car out.
Yeah, shout out to Jack Parker. Keep that in, prick.
Rude boy. Rude boy.
I let Arnold drive your truck. He sacked me.
For the Pornhub lad.
Yeah.
Oh, you're allowed to go into it.
Oh, I don't care.
What was the situation? His mum was on Pornhub and the boys were watching, and then he found out that everyone knew and he'd snitch on you.
No.
Not Pornhub, OnlyFans.
I think that's just a rumour. I don't want to dog his mum on here. It was a rumour, the lads. But, so I got sacked. I've never been sacked from a workplace, right?
Always quit by choice.
Yeah. I always hold my... I can be a grafter when I want to be. And doing recovery, and there's a new lad started, and I thought he was a bit arrogant, a bit rude, and that was my thing. But there was a crash. An Arctic had crashed in Lowestoft. And I was up there in a service van, so boss told me to go there first and just assess the situation and get it ready for towing, and get the other lad to bring the wrecker up for me to tow the Arctic back. And he wasn't trusted to drive the wrecker yet because he'd only just started.
Right.
So he was a bit pissy about that. So he turns up, noses the truck to the other truck instead of just backing it up. He knows I'm going to load it anyway.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll do this favour, just turn it around me, mate. He was fucking so stressy about that.
Oh.
Like, turned it around, ragged it around, backed it up, and then just went and sat in my Land Rover, not helping me. So I got all the chains out, took the half shafts out and everything. And I just took the half shaft out, right? So you have to undo the bolts. Can't remember what truck it was. Smack it with a lump hammer and knock the half shaft out, so it don't wind the gearbox up.
Yeah.
And I'm walking back up
So
to
just like put it in neutral.
Well, it stops when the wheels are turning. It
Oh,
stops
the
it
gears don't
turning
turn.
the
and stuff.
gears.
Yeah.
So walking back up to my Land Rover, which he was just sat in on his phone, and I hold my hands up to this bit, right? I still had a hammer in my hand, right? And I just said, "Are you going to fucking help me, mate, or what?" And he was like, "What? Oh, don't you?" And I was like, and I called him a lazy fucking cunt, and I said, "Don't want to work with you. Like, you just sat there watching me the whole fucking time. You're a lazy twat or whatever." And then I fucked off back to the truck, finished the rest, got it all hooked up, and then got all my tools back in the Land Rover I was using, and then he drove off. And I didn't think anything of it. And I'd rang the boss, and I said, "Oh, fucking blah blah blah's kicked off, like just being lazy." And he was on my side. And then I get back to the workshop later on, and he goes, "Oh, I've got to suspend you, because you threatened Thingy with a hammer." I was like, "You fucking what?" And I, hands on my cock, swear on my life I did not threaten anyone. And then where I did go wrong is I then kicked off. Because I was like, "What the fuck is he on about?"
Looks like he's got anger problems.
Yeah, I kicked off at that
Like,
point because it
maybe
fucking
you're right.
wound me up. Someone would lie, try to get someone sacked, and
Look,
my argument
maybe
was
you're right.
I wouldn't need a fucking hammer.
Yeah.
I am the hammer.
You're having a rager in there.
But
like,
yeah, no, not that I'm bitter about that or anything. But
no remorse.
that's today's generation. Though. Who's a younger lad?
Was
Like,
he?
I have come from a background, right, working in workshops with twatty men.
I feel like the old boys are always trying big dog you, don't
You
they?
shout at each other, right? You have a fucking argument.
Yeah.
You have getting each other's grill, and the next 5 minutes you're having a cup of tea.
It's just normal.
It's just normal life. You tell each other to fuck off. You hate each other. You're shit. You're lazy.
Yeah.
Don't go cry and say, "Oh, threatened me with a hammer."
Yeah, no, that's gay.
Well, fucking, I don't really care that much.
Yeah, no, like what? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck him. Now he's out there in the big rig.
He's out there in my record.
He's out there in your truck. He's in your truck doing your
but
work.
to be fair, recovery was fun.
Yeah.
Like the company, they're good lads, good laugh.
Mm.
And at the end of the day, the old someone lied about me, and the boss got backed into a corner, didn't he?
Spineless.
Spike. Bless
Oh.
him.
All right, moving on.
Clammy hands. Oh,
Yeah.
they're wet, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, what are we on to now? Maybe some Suffolk news.
Oh yeah.
You got any?
I got some. Yeah. Don't know.
Suffolk news. If you see anything, send it to us, and we'll give it some review. Obviously, not like I don't want to joke about someone losing a dog, but maybe if they become, if we become popular with your help, we can help find people's dogs. We'll like put it on there and say, "Spotty's been missing.
look at this.
Give a look."
Revisit the moment. It's a video of my brother at a family meal shoving hot dogs down his throat. Oh, I didn't really get it. Go again. It was nice. You burned the back of my throat. It was nice. Do it again, please. Look at the length of that.
What the fuck?
Mum shouting at him. Well, yeah, she's not telling Chris off. It's
Oh,
whole thing gone.
how can we gag that?
You burned the back of my throat.
Yeah.
Do it again, please.
Let me get some Phoenix to news up here.
Jack Chris. Right, I'll get screenshots. Sorry, I went off tangent then. Before we get told off.
Maybe REHD. Oh, they tried to deliver something. It says delivery attempted, no one at home. So my fucking wife is into fitness.
So my first thing, right, with Suffolk News
Go on.
is people trying to get all fucking like. There's a local place and they start trying to name it something different or its official name.
Yeah, mention
Like-
this. Yes.
For example, Felixstowe, the Grove, right? Where's the Grove?
It's the Grove.
It's the Grove. What is the Grove?
Just a forest.
Little woods, isn't it? Little woods.
It's getting smaller.
Yeah. But now, people started calling it on the Felixstowe local page Eastwood Hoe. They're like, "Oh, I was down Eastwood Hoe this morning and I saw someone not pick up their doggy poop."
Is that like people in the new area there? Or is that just like people
No,
in
that's
Phoenix?
what they, like posh Felixstowe twats.
Oh,
And then,
fuck off. You bunch of cunts. Like, fuck you.
and Trimley Foreshore, right?
The foreskins.
Trimley Foreskins. but
Everyone
like-
calls it the foreskins.
I think everyone just being me and you. That links up to Leventon, doesn't it? And what's that bit in between? Just a shitty
Swamp.
swamp with a footpath.
Yeah. And it's
Sun
shit
on
all-
Levington Creek this morning. I've also heard Curtain Creek before.
Yeah, the Curtain Creek.
Where the fuck is Curtain Creek?
I think that's just like a bit of marshland.
What is a creek?
It's just bit of swamp, but it's like a nice way to say it, I think.
You got anything?
Yeah, I got something. Because I was in the sea yesterday with you guys.
Not with me, but I was there.
Yeah, you weren't in the sea. You can't swim.
I can currently.
Lynn Rimmer.
Who?
Oh shit, we can't put that name, can we really?
No, please. What was her name?
Miss Rimmer. That's not a joke.
Let me look.
That ain't a joke. She posted it just in case anyone knows. No, there's a young seal having a rest on the beach in front of the Cork pub. Please beware and don't let your dogs down there. It has been reported. I mean, I don't know why she reported the seal. He wasn't doing anything wrong.
What? Yeah, what? There's a seal in the sea.
No, he was on the beach actually.
So who she rang? Imagine she rang the police.
I think just like maybe a heads up, like don't let your dog out. But,
Don't let your dog attack a seal. I think a seal would fuck a dog up, wouldn't it?
it depends what dog, I guess. Look how cute he is though.
He's cute. Looks like Billy.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, then what else have I got?
Who was that again? Lynn Rimmer.
Lynn Rimmer. But this is funny. Like not everyone has. Like me, I'm not the greatest mechanic. I don't know about recovering cars, and I ain't really handy at home. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do any electrical shit.
So you always say that. I will back you on this.
Cool.
Like, there's nothing on a car you wouldn't try doing.
Doesn't mean I know what I'm doing though.
No, but it means you've got heart.
I got heart.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I will try, yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing. When someone's got a problem with their tap, and can anyone recommend someone or quote for an outside tap change? Mine is Lincoln. Thank you, Leakin. Thank you. Your mate from the breakdown the other day, the one that said thanks for not responding or whatever. He replied, just change the washer, 5-minute job.
oh, what he replied that?
To that, oh, you can't see it in the screenshot. But someone's got a drippy tap and he doesn't know what to do. He's just going to change the washer. It's 5 minutes. Like the guy don't know what he's doing.
He should probably also include to turn off the mains.
Yeah.
Before this poor twat.
It opens his tap up.
I got a bit of a shout out.
Good.
Cancer Research Store in Felix has some great brand new bargains for everyone. Ear piercing aftercare lotion.
Used.
No, brand new apparently. But anyway, I would suggest if you're a member of the public and you've got a wound you want healing, first place, don't start looking in charity shops.
Probably not.
They got mustard and green tea towels, bum bags in navy, black and orange, eyewear, brackets, sunglasses and reading glasses. Who's getting their reading glasses from the charity shop? Don't have to be a prescription.
My dad has never got prescription sunglasses.
Is that why he does that?
Honestly, yeah, he does.
Pulls them away.
He does. He looks through them like a magnifier, like that. Like.
There's some other stuff. Vehicle windscreen cover for the winter months. No, it's spring. That's not selling.
That's a non-seller.
Cosmetic dressing table mirrors. Slippers with memory foam cushion. But I mean, this is a surprise, to be fair. No, this is Felix though.
Oh.
The slippers also come in mustard, pink or charcoal. So we've got 2 mustard. That's a rare colour, isn't it?
That is nice. Well, the one thing I like, actually, maybe we should add in, and this is your wheelhouse, is you're the salesman. You're
Talking of that, I did just get a message saying that guy's an hour away to come pick up my motorbike.
We'll wrap up soon.
If you don't mind, give me a hand.
This is the thing with Max. He is a salesman, and there is no time better than now for a sale. And he's always making a sale, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like,
trying to.
Like or something like we'll be out for dinner. some guy turns up with a trailer. He's like, do you mind giving me a lift home? This literally happened. We were at the Suffolk food hall. Some guy started outside with a trailer. He's He's buying my car. I'm like, what?
That is Easy Trooper. And also when we were at Bangers, I had to leave to go sell the car as well.
He like someone's coming to buy my car.
Look, mate, we're not all fucking UFC fighters.
No,
do
but
you know what I mean?
you're
Gotta make a living.
You're the wheeler dealer. Wait, here's someone, you know about this. Someone locally is looking for a mobile ride-on lawnmower specialist who can visit the service and take a look at 827H Mountfield ASAP, please.
What's wrong with it?
They don't say.
Can you ask? I need to earn some money. I'm off work.
Sport and garden machinery, so there's a company local already been recommended.
Nice. That's sad, isn't it? I've had to sell a bit of a modern classic superbike
People coming down from the north.
just to fund my broken leg. Which I'd have sold it anyway.
Missing cat's never funny.
Missing cat's not funny.
But you know, if the channel grows, maybe you could send your pet in and we could like...
Rate your pet.
No, like a wanted poster, you know, like looking for this. If we got really popular,
Yeah.
like someone's missing dog, we could be part of the time team for find... For some reason, the producer is sending me attachments. Loneliest roads in America. Well, those are probably not the time. Also, what else was I wanting to say? Your tweets. I wanted to pull up some of your old tweets.
Yeah. Can I just, on local news,
Go on.
just one before we go?
Yes.
This is more of a shout out. Marco's Smoke Shed
Banging.
is back Saturday night in
Like,
Kesgrave, and
what
the
would you
best
say?
burgers.
Are they homemade? I can't remember. He was saying they're like top quality beef.
Oh, it's
Like, makes
fucking
a lot.
lush.
I think he makes the buns. They're banging. Really recommend it. And also just get down the bell.
Yeah. Sorry, Belle.
Okay, what was I looking at? Your tweets. We're gonna read. We've got time to read a few of your tweets.
Yeah, do you want me to analyse them?
Yeah.
So a
So
little bit what I was thinking at the moment.
Max, we're not putting his social media out there. We're gonna have to get him a burner account
Yeah, I'm not interested in followers
for unforeseen
unless you'll chill
circumstances.
hard enough.
Okay, how far back should I go?
Just go back.
Let me
mate.
just scroll.
I think my first ever tweet was to Wayne Rooney.
Really?
I think so.
How many tweets you've made? Not that many. Might take a minute to scroll.
I've never really been that active on social media.
No,
To be fair.
but it's weird because you've always loved. You know, if you pop a wheelie, like you give me a phone, and, like film this.
Yes, for private. How many times do you reckon you've been made to stand at the side of the road whilst I wheelie something?
The funniest thing is, I've seen videos that you've sent me, and I hear Libby filming it. Sorry, you have to put her name out. Your wife filming it, and I'm just like thinking that's so funny that you've got her to stand in the corner while you're doing a wheelie.
Oh, bless her heart.
You know, your first tweet was to me. How the fuck does this shit work?
Oh, no.
In 2011.
Basically, what I was thinking there was, how the fuck does this shit work?
And then 2012,
Took me a whole year.
you went, because you posted that in March. Wait, no, April. You posted that April 2011, and then January 2012, you posted, just watched a program about this shit. Wait, okay. And then you posted also 10 days later, so tired, been doing a patio in London all week. So many nice cars. And then you put, next day, Scouts tonight, fuck.
I wasn't actually in Scouts in
Okay.
2011.
Let me,
You're doing a patio in London all week.
this is my 11th tweet and it fucking rocks. Now we need to get to your good ones. I've got to catch a glimpse of these warlocks.
Referring to tits, I think.
Yeah, I think we need to go like 2015. I think that was your prime. In 2013, you said, I actually hate Heidi and that cunt Spencer. What's that regarding?
They were on Big Brother. I was trolling. Is that one you can't read?
No, in 2013, you said, I'm curvy, in quotation marks. Oh, fuck off, you honey monster. Oh. Maybe take that one out. I don't know, but that's funny. Get drunk too easy these days. Wait, let me scroll up a bit. We're in 2013. I think you got a bit more PC in 2015.
What they got?
You were off for a couple of days. Oh.
You're like reading them like, I can't see that one. As if I was fucking calling out Big Brother contestants.
Yeah. Also now back at I'm a Celeb. I think you are a soap man.
I'm just trolling people.
Them pricks on I'm a Celeb at Bully and Ian. They're juicy melts. Hashtag cunts. What was happening then? I don't know.
Juicy melt. What a little
Ooh.
bean.
Here you go. This is the one I want to report on. Do you remember? What would that have been? 20th of November,
Yeah.
2017. What was going on around then?
Just working in a workshop for auto plant.
Okay.
Living with parents, I think, maybe. Back in with mum, I don't know.
What did you mean when you said, I like a woman's cock to be bigger than mine? What was going through your mind? Let me find another one.
So, this isn't funny.
Mhm.
This is a modern art representative. There's a meaning behind it, and it's basically, when I say cock, I mean heart. It's like the fight in the woman. Actually, cock, like chicken.
Like a cockfighter.
Like a cockfight.
Pigeons cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
I got that one. Scummy mummies on Facebook. I ain't got that one.
Shout out scummy mummies.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, mummies.
1 second. Something about a porn tweet that you liked.
Disgusting.
Talk about Gareth Southgate.
What did I say about Gaza?
You said, fucking come on, Gaza. Let's be having you. I should have screenshotted the ones because I can't find when they were.
Well, maybe you could do that and we could do a segment on the next week.
Be strong. Ask the stars for strength.
Did I put that?
Yeah?
Oh, fuck. I meant that ironically, 100%.
Swat on a crab.
That's a Derek reference.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, but they drew it on a crab. I need to tweet more. Wink, wink. Sad face. Ha 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 ha.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you said truck drivers can suck on my bullet wound. What's that about?
What year was that?
2014.
2014. I don't think I was even like working in a truck workshop then. Suck on my bullet wound.
Maybe take this one as well because I think you got a fat phobia.
Go on, read it.
I hate how some fat people say, this is in quotes, there's a stigma against big people. You don't fall over and become fat. It's a choice. Don't like it, go for a run.
Ironically, I've been quite fat my entire adult fucking life.
Don't like it, go for a run.
I like it, obviously.
That's funny.
I like being fat.
You're obviously not fat anymore, but that's rich comedy.
I fucking hate soaps. They're utter dog shit. You've got numerous tweets about the soaps.
Oh, that's funny.
But then before that, you put, I eat more than anyone I know. It's a brag.
What the fuck?
I do
What
remember.
year was that?
2014. 2014.
I was 20 years old.
Do you remember?
Why the fuck am I tweeting that?
Do you remember when we were younger and I used to stay over your house all the time and you'd cook for us and you were trying to bulk up for rugby and you'd have 2 pieces of toast, 2 tins of beans and I'd get 1 piece of toast and 1 tin of beans because I wasn't bulking.
That's called equality.
Yeah, and you'd make the super noodles, you'd get 3 packs, you'd have to do it, I'd get 1 pack. Well, it's fair, because I'm not trying to bulk up. But you'd always cook the spaghettios.
Always clean bulking. Beans and super noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking idiot.
I loved it, though. We'd go with, like, beans and sausages and beans.
I was in B&M the other day, sort of like gorbing at their fucking bean selection.
Oh, yeah.
They got cheesy beans, they got masala beans, they got Branston pickle beans, they got Richmond sausage beans, they got all sorts of beans, boy.
I do like the beans. I love baked beans. Like, honestly, they're just good. Good old shit. Beans on toast. This is the thing, everyone makes jokes about English cuisine, but, like, it's fucking good.
What, beans on toast?
No, but like a roast dinner, Sunday roast. I love a roast dinner.
Yeah, it's good, but
Beef Wellington.
I would take American cuisine like
No.
pizza and pasta any day.
Yeah. No, I know you. It's different over there, isn't it? Because sometimes in Italy, you go in Rome, you know, it's a thing to put a boiled egg. No, they fry an egg on your pizza.
Do
They
they?
fry an egg on a pizza. It's like a thing. Yeah, like and different like locations have like different things. There they like cracking an egg on it and frying it on top.
Rome's a mad place, isn't it? That's pretty cool.
They'll get you.
Yeah.
Don't go to the Trevi Fountain. Don't go to the steps of whatever it is. Don't go to the Vatican.
Can I ask a question? You might know the answer. You're a bit more well travelled than I am. Why in European countries are there so many homeless war veterans?
What?
Why is there so many people missing limbs who are homeless? Are they legitimately missing limbs? Or are they hiding it?
This is something I've not really observed on my travels.
Open your fucking eyes, mate. Go to Disneyland, and on your walk down there,
What, in Paris?
there'll be like at least 10 blokes in wheelchairs without their legs. But I reckon they're hiding their legs somewhere, left them at home or something.
I went to Disneyland Paris when I was a kid, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, because you were fucking too busy wanting to nosh off Mickey Mouse. No, which one's the bloke? Mickey Mouse is a bloke,
Yeah,
isn't
Mickey
it?
Mouse.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Do you like theme parks?
No, I'm scared of rides. I won't go on them. You? See,
Um,
remember we went to that one? I haven't been on since we went, and we were queuing up to go again and again
I
and
don't
again.
want it again. Like, I'm not the heaviest of people, but it hurts. Do you know what I mean? It cramps me in, and then it's spinning me upside down, and just my head alone weighs a stone.
I think the last time we
Waiting.
went was with you. We were hungover to fuck.
Oh, what, Fort Park?
Mm.
We were
Well, I
just
think we were pissed still.
wet utes then, innit?
I remember the saw machine. He came out in his little bike, and we were going, "Fuck you, you can't!" I was like, "Oh, you fucking pussy!"
They had a little driving test simulator as well. We spent most of our time on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good times.
that was fun.
How long we got, Karina? I feel like we could wrap it up and we run out of things.
That's an hour and a half.
It was an hour and a half.
Um,
We've got to thank our sponsors.
who's our sponsor this week? Chassis Cab last week, wasn't it?
We actually ended up turning on our sponsor. To be fair, a little bit.
Well, we still read the sponsor out.
So
Bodrum Grill, maybe.
our sponsor this week, Elmer's Hardware.
Elmer's. Yeah, you know, I've been there one time. Bought a screwdriver.
If you're a bloke and you're into your or a woman, obviously these days women use tools, but mostly if you're a middle-aged man or virgin on middle age, like 30-odd-year-old, like
31.
you're getting that taste in life for a lawnmower.
Bit of a drill.
You go to Elmer's, boy. You wander around there, and they've got everything you can imagine. You get lost in there.
Thanks
Even
for
a
supporting the
fucking
episode.
Warhammer. Thank you very much.
They actually got Warhammer.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anything you imagine. Go in there. You want a hooker, and the old boy brings out his missus at the back.
Price on everything.
Everything's for sale.
Oh. I've been in there a few times, mainly with you.
The bloke doesn't actually bring. Maybe cut that out.
Thanks for sponsoring the channel.
Yeah, thanks for sponsoring the channel. Nothing else. Also, thanks for for sponsoring the channel and closing your log flume out of respect for my leg.
What is this, episode 4? Look, guys, keep watching and we'll keep producing it.
Yeah. Also, starting a GoFundMe page because my dad died in 2010.
Yeah. He did. Can you remember that?
I just want
For years, you would make jokes.
about how he died.
Anyone would say something like, oh, that's a bit shit, and you're like, oh, that's a bit out of order, mate.
Yeah.
Considering how my dad died. And like, oh, what do you mean? Like, sorry.
My dad has died so many different ways. I don't think I've ever told anyone the
He
truth.
was harpooned or something at one time.
Yeah. What was it?
He was shot by a harpoon
Yeah.
whale hunting.
He wasn't whale hunting. He was with Greenpeace trying to stop the whale hunt, and a rogue harpoon took him out. I've had people believe that.
You told me he was in
Also,
a porno.
Yeah, gay porn.
The
to
big
sup-
boys.
To support the family, and he got an infection in his heart.
They brought in the fucking, what is it? What? Mandingo.
Yeah, he fucked my dad to death. That's so bad.
Oh.
No, but if anyone wants to know, my dad dies. You can private message me on his social, and I'll let you know.
Ask me, and I'll tell him, and he'll tell you.
Yeah.
um,
Nah. Someone cut the old fucking brake lines on his old Cortina for him.
it's Cortina.
Fired up the Cortina. Couldn't stop at the end of the road.
He's been working on it for weeks.
For weeks. Someone fucking cut the brake lines.
Oh,
Poor old dad, he was trying to drop it down the gears a lot. They'd even done the handbrake. They thought of his backup.
you can't go lower than first.
He wanged it into first. Couldn't stop him.
Oh,
And he didn't actually die from it. It was just a broken heart that his Tina was smashed.
like a residual.
You know, my dad was I know this. We've done the podcast anyway, but my dad was such a rough git. He had a Ford Transit when we were younger. He had no keys for. He had to hotwire it.
He don't wear his own car.
Yeah, I don't think it was his own car.
My favourite, because I only met him a couple of times. It was, I think once.
Yeah.
And what was it? You were like, "Oh, can my mate come out with us?" He just looked at me and went, "No." And I was like, "Alright, yeah. I'll see you later."
That was quite savage, wasn't it?
And I was just like, "Oh, yeah, cool."
As an adult, who I'm a bit of a yes man, I kind of respect that.
I was just like, "Oh, we're going to go have a day out with your dad." I was like, "Yeah, sounds fun." He was like, "Nah."
Yeah, little. And I think, to be fair, that is the last time I saw my dad well.
Oh,
So
really?
Perhaps he knew.
Well, fuck, I had nothing to do with it. No need
No,
to
perhaps
do
he just wanted to
No,
do
I'm
with his
joking.
favourite child. Anyway, that took a tangent, didn't it?
Thanks for watching. Yeah. Please subscribe. Max will be on it.
Sorry.
Just watch it so he doesn't have to get on OnlyFans before he
Yeah.
gets back to work. Well, I mean, maybe if you don't watch it, he does have to get on OnlyFans. Because this ain't going to make us millionaires overnight. Anything
But if
like
it,
that?
yeah, just I've always wanted a Dodge Ram. That's what
driven
I'm
one.
saving for.
Have you ever driven a Ram?
Oh.
You
No,
not ever driven one?
Never been in. No. Oh no, I have actually.
Because you worked on one, didn't you? I remember you saying.
Yeah, I have driven a Dodge Ram.
Hmm.
We did old fucking Nichols Rams up, didn't we? Lifted them and shit. Yeah. Take that statement back. Load of shit.
It's
You've
just
met me
expensive to run
heroes.
a Ram. Isn't it?
Yeah, we need to stop carrying on. We need to go fucking get a motorbike out of the shed.
You get a Ram, like a 2 litre EcoBoost Ram.
Liv
See you
tried
later.
to ring me.